You either is or you ain't. You do or you don't. You can or you can't. Or you will or you won't. Either way, baby, a good man, well, he's hard to find. Hey, everybody, McGill Billy here.
And I'm Jamie.
Welcome to One More for the Good Guys, brought to you by our fine friends at Good Guys Cigars. We're the good guys, if you didn't know. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for coming back. If you're new, thank you for visiting for the first time. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell with all the restrictions these days that YouTube's doing on anything that's got any kind of tobacco content for us to keep popping up in your algorithm or them to, you'll need to hit notifications. So we do this podcast. A new one comes out every Monday morning, so you can start your week with some of the good things we've got to talk about.
12:01 Monday morning.
12:01 Monday morning. There you go. So there you have it. If you have came out to visit us at our mobile humidor, we thank you. If you've came out to see our shows and some of the concerts that we've played, thank you. If you have done anything like ordered off our website or anything else, or listening to the podcast, or watching the podcast, anything you've done to help us, we always just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe. I said all that before. It is a free way to help the channel, and it does truly help the channel. So, well, we had a big weekend this past weekend, and
apparently you went out of your damn mind between now and this last podcast we had, wearing that damn hat you got on.
Well, I'm doing this because it was a souvenir of something that we of a place that we went to.
Give it a pass today, but
yeah. So I tell you what, here's what you can focus on for the rest of this.
Yeah.
You know, don't interrupt me, okay? Just sit there with your mouth shut.
Mute.
Yeah.
Mute.
Oh, at any rate, we had a great big weekend. We did some traveling. We got to see some things and do some things that we've that's been bucket list item, and got to meet some folks. And we're going to tell you all about it today. But first, we'll talk about what we're smoking. I am smoking the Nestor Miranda Connecticut Special Selection. It is a 4.5 by 50 Robusto that they like to call a coffee break. It is Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper with Nicaraguan binder, Dominican, Nicaraguan, and Honduran long fillers, and it is fantastic.
First time, right?
Yeah, first time I've ever had this cigar. Yep. I'm already getting, on the cold draw, it was just kind of, it was hay. It was straight up barnyard and hay. And now, you can see how far I'm in. It is a resounding, there's a sweetness to it, like a fruity type sweetness I can't hardly put my finger on. But there's also cinnamon through the retro, and it's not enough to blow your nostrils off. So it's really good so far. So I'm anxious to keep smoking this and let you know what the rest about it. What are you smoking, Jamie?
Well, I'm smoking, and you're going to know our topic of the day when I tell you. This is a Perdomo special edition that they did for Two Guys Smoke Shop, which is just been changed to Two Guys Cigars.
Right.
It's a Nicaraguan Puro. It's in a 4 3/4 by 56 Perfecto. And I'll tell you what, man, we had it. We'll talk about this. We got to meet Nick Perdomo, spend some time with him this past weekend. It was great. It's nice to have something that you plan. I was thinking this when you said we had a big time. It's nice to plan something and have very high expectations and then have those expectations exceeded, basically. Yeah. And that's basically what happened with the whole, even I mean, we'll talk about it, but this thing is Nicaraguan Puro. Before I lit it, I took a big inhale on the foot of it, and it's like walking to the 4-H club when they're judging tobacco, man. This is like upstairs at the Jacob building. And it just smelled like my grandparents, you know?
It smelled like tobacco.
Yeah. And man, I just took a razor thin cut on that. The draw on this is perfect. It is Nicaraguan all the way, man. It is so far pretty darn good.
I tell you, it's as again, we'll get into deeper on it, but you know,
not a lot of pepper though.
There's not the Perdomo line in particular is just the whole company. You know, they don't gouge people. You know, they make great products. They make affordable products. They make products for their consumers, and I think that's why you hear. In a lot of other podcasts, especially like Two Guys, they call it, you know, they have a Perdomo army. It's kind of like a KISS army, you know. And I think that's why, because I heard Nick say this one time, said basically, you know, getting fat off of profits are for pigs, you know, running a good business and being having something that the consumer can afford is how you run a successful company.
Right.
And, you know, and as far as that goes, I mean, they're all over it. But they share a special friendship with Dave and Two Guys. I think one of the, you know, we were talking about this earlier. You were saying, there must be a lot of respect there. I mean, Dave basically came in the business 5 years before Nick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's already.
That's what they were saying in the after show. So
he's got 5 years as a retailer, and then Nick comes on board. And I wonder how many Perdomo cigars Dave has sold over the years.
Million?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you know. All the different blends, all the different things, stuff that's not made anymore. I mean, you know,
blends he's made for,
yeah,
you know, like this, for example. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I mean, to summarize what we're getting ready to talk about, we have been wanting to go. Mike discovered the Cigar Authority, which is Dave.
About 4 years ago. And which is definitely the Cigar Authority. These guys know their stuff. And Dave is also the owner of Two Guys Smoke Shop, Two Guys Cigars, United Cigars, and he puts on a New England Cigar Expo. He's got 3 stores in New Hampshire.
3 stores in New Hampshire. We got to visit 2 of those stores.
Yeah. One is they just real quick. One of them, they started out in a 250 square foot video hut
in Boston, right?
In Boston. Dave was in the business 10 years, had Red Auerbach as a customer, the coach and general manager of the Boston Celtics as a customer. So he was right in the time of really making it, you know, seeing a difference in the ledger on the black numbers and the red numbers, if you follow me. And the state of Massachusetts came and was going to up the taxes and was also going to tax him for everything that he already had paid tax on once for the stuff in his stores. And Dave said, well, if you go through with this, and he was trying to get the other retailers in the Boston area, in the state of Massachusetts and the Boston area to, you know, back him, to go with him, and saying, you know, if you do this, then I'm leaving. I'm not going to be a business owner in Massachusetts anymore. And they didn't care. So at 10 years, he had to sell his business, and he moved to the state of New Hampshire. And the store in Nashua is off of Exit 1. I just thought that was so great I mean, I knew that part of the story, but you hear on your GPS, you hear "Welcome to New Hampshire," and
did you get off
1 mile exit 1?
Yeah,
and you get off, and within what, mile and a half?
Yeah.
There's the shop number 1 where he started out there. But talk about some stones, man. I mean, to just say, no, I'm not gonna stand for that. It's wrong. And of course, I guess one of the big reasons he went to New Hampshire was because they are a tax-free state. So
no state income tax.
No state income
tax. So immediately
tax,
got a pay increase.
Yeah.
And so did all of his customers.
Yeah. And employees.
Yep. And it's done pretty well for himself since then, huh?
Yeah. He's got, I think the 3 stores he has is 3,000, 8,000, and 3,000, 6,000, and 8,000 square feet. And they have a warehouse.
Yeah.
That's climate controlled and all that good stuff, where they keep all of the back stock for the 3 stores and
do the online shipping too, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you go in, it's just it's a breath of fresh air. You're greeted with some excitement. You're greeted with
knowledge,
smiling, friendly faces. You're greeted with knowledge. They know all the right questions to ask, whether you're a newbie, intermediate, or a pro, or seasoned smoker, I should say, not a pro, but they really know how to treat the customer, and customer service is number 1 there.
Yeah.
And we have some firsthand knowledge of that, but was blown away with the stores.
Yeah, and we started with the store. We originally were going to go to both days, and apparently started on Thursday. I saw. So at the stores themselves, they were doing something. And so we were going to go Friday and Saturday, and by the time we decided we could go, Friday was sold out. So we flew up on Thursday and then drove up to Massachusetts to New Hampshire first on Friday. And
well, we flew out of Knoxville and we had to go to Charlotte, and then we were going to Connecticut.
Yeah, after a delay of 4 hours.
Yeah, and we had a delay on the first flight, which was crazy. I still hadn't got my real ID back, so I didn't know if they were going to stick a camera and a flashlight up my ass or what the fuck, or look for Osama bin Laden tattoos. I didn't know what the hell they were going to do to me, but everything went swimmingly. It went fine, and then we got in. We were going to grab a bite to eat and a drink, and at the airport here. And we had the big delay, and then we were in a 2x2, jet, and Jamie and his significant other were sitting together, and I was sitting by myself. And then I get to my seat, and there's a guy that make 2 of me sitting in there. So here me and baby Huey were squeezed in these 2 seats, like like putting a 10-pound grapefruit in a 5-pound sock. It was it was tight. And so when we got to the airport, I asked him, I said, is Charlotte your stop, or are you going somewhere else? And he goes, no, I'm going to the West Coast. And I said, well, I hope you don't get another fat guy has to sit next to you all the way on a 5-hour flight to LA. So sorry. Anyway,
so we made it, and we couldn't get tickets for Friday. So we were trying to figure out what we were going to do. And just so happens that the Yankees are in town, and we got to go to Fenway Park for the Friday night Yankees at Red Sox game.
Yeah, which was an absolute amazing
surreal
treat.
Is what I would
It really was. We didn't say probably 10 words to each other the entire game.
Just point and look.
Yeah.
And I hate those bastards.
Yeah.
And listen, that's the best baseball experience I've ever had in majors.
Yeah.
Pro. In the enemy's house. Lions Den.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Just the fact that it's so historic. I mean, the stadium was built in 1912, so that tells you a little bit there. They did all kinds of renovations, when what was the guy's name? Epstein was there as the GM or CEO.
Not that Epstein.
Whatever. No.
Different one.
Theo Epstein. Way different one. And so they made a lot of they made a lot of improvements from what we had heard through ESPN and other sports sources and stuff over the years. But man, we had a little bit of run around with the parking. We originally had a mid-size sedan booked as our rental car,
right.
And that was something had happened.
We got there later than they were open, so we had to rebook. Yeah,
so we had to rebook that, and they gave us the same deal on a GMC Suburban. So here we are traveling in it, and of course, right when we hit Boston, it's rush hour traffic. I mean, and we the entire time never let any grass grow under our feet.
We came back exhausted.
We were very much on a
mission,
regimented schedule, I would say. But yeah, so we get up there, and Jamie had already had all the parking and everything lined up. And I mean, it was like from here to you from the stadium. I mean, it was just, first class, top notch. We were like, if we're going to do this trip, we want to go, we'll pay, basically, to have it our way. Right. And we get there, and this guy's like, you can't park here. There's no way. I mean, they had cars on lifts. It was inside a building. It's crazy. So we had to get out of there and then go get back out
downtown
into the
Boston
traffic.
Now during rush hour.
Yeah, talk to a guy on the phone, try to find another parking spot, get refunded money. He actually saved our ass. He helped us find another lot that would accept that size vehicle that we were in. So with a little walk, we were still fine. But everybody else must have either had the same problem or they decided to get there at the same time we did, because it was a freaking madhouse inside.
Oh, my Lord. Well, mainly because it's so small, the corridors, but God.
The concourses or the corridors where you walk through. And if you're not going to, like, say, Wrigley, Boston, or, I mean, I don't know if LA's this way or not. I've never been, but those old stadiums, you can't see the field. You have to walk up, and then you get to see the field. So it's not like at DC, when I went and seen the Nationals, when I was up there, you walk through this big, massive gate where, 150 people can go in at a time. And then you walk right into right center field, and you see the entire, you can go get a beer and still watch the game.
Oh, yes, definitely.
In these old stadiums, that don't happen. And the concourses are like this wide. And there's 37,000 people in there that are going both directions, So it was pretty crazy. There was no real directions or signage telling you what gate to go in. So we didn't know if there was just one gate or what, and we just seen a gate. Of course, we had no bags or anything like that, so we could skip on. And we walked in right center field.
Yeah.
And we had seats on third base side. So we had to get through all those people. But once we got there and walked up the ramp to get to the opening where you were in the park, it was pretty freaking iconic, I guess you could say. It just opens up into the sea of green.
Yeah, it was
The field was immaculate. I mean, the dirt, the outfield, the infield, the grass there wasn't a blade of grass out of place. And, of course, having a 1912 stadium, you also have seats for people that were 4'6" and 37 pounds in 1912. And we are neither 4'6" or 37 pounds. So that was a little bit of a challenge, but it was worth it for me.
Absolutely. I mean,
I kept saying, because we had a straight shot, eyesight, an eye line to right field. And I was just like, how many bobbles, how many catches, how many bad hops, how many crazy plays have you seen happen in that weird triangle space over there on TV through the years, Yeah. And some of the greats. I mean, was it, I think Freddie Lynn was a right fielder. Dwight Evans. No, yeah, that's right. Any rate, just all that stuff, I mean, series being decided or turned on a fair or foul ball in that corner, take a weird bounce, and now it's a triple instead of a single, stuff like that. And then,
and think, anybody that's ever played in the American League since 1912 has played in that stadium.
Yeah, that's
they didn't do interleague play until later on, so you didn't face anybody in the National League until the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
But Babe Ruth played there as a Red Sox and as a Yankee.
Mm-hmm.
Ted Williams, greatest hitter to ever live.
Yeah, I mean,
and we got to stand at the fair pole.
Yeah.
Or the left fair pole, foul pole. Whatever.
Yeah. So we were sitting there throughout the game. Opening pitch was pretty damn special. 2 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
And of course, one of Jamie's favorite Red Sox ever.
Oh, my favorite ever. Pedro Martinez throws out the first pitch, and despite my wishes,
to Veritek,
walked away to Veritek.
Yeah.
So
that was pretty special.
It really was. I mean, I hate the Red Sox, but that's the best baseball experience I've ever had because you're in a cathedral, man.
Yeah.
That's it. That's baseball right there.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Yankees, 100%. That is baseball, Fenway Park.
Judge gets up his first at bat. Red Sox didn't do shit their first time around.
Well, they were.
I think they were
in the bottom, so they batted second. So Judge, second batter.
Yeah, they still
gets one out of the stadium.
Still didn't do shit.
You left out the part where he hit it out of the stadium.
I was getting there. Motor mouth. Yeah, I'm trying to give this guy credit. Talk about his Yankees a little bit, trying to be nice. No more. No, Judge gets up and hits one, and, to quote a line, if anything hit that far and that high should have Eastern and 747 wrote on the side of it. I think he hit it out of the stadium, actually, over the monster and out of the stadium, out of the park.
Like in left center,
out of the park.
On the right edge of the monster.
Yeah, so... So the game was good. I mean, it was competitive.
Oh yeah.
There was Red Sox had a few chances to get a few home and couldn't. Yankees would whittle away this and that. We didn't realize it till after the fact, but the pitcher had a no-hitter going through 6.
Yeah.
And
the VCL.
Yeah. Yeah. But
they booed his ass.
Oh, that's what I was getting ready to say is what was so great about it was the fact that, there was a half a game separating at that time, separating the Yankees and Red Sox from, being the wild card team out of the East. So there was a little bit at stake, but certainly not like a ALCS or a pennant game or a regular playoff game. Or God forbid, a World Series game. And this guy took a little too long. There was something to do with the pitch clock. He backed off the rubber a couple of times.
Checked his earpiece.
Yeah, and I'm telling you what, they booed him out of the stadium and loud.
Yeah.
And I looked at Jamie and I said, "Could you imagine being here for the ALCS?"
No.
And the sheer silence of moments to the explosion of noise, or the levels of, or the amount of boos, cheers, sighs, grimaces, groans. I mean, just, I couldn't imagine if they were going that crazy about this regular season game.
Wow. Been doing that shit for 113 years.
And the guys at the smoke shop told us, they were like, "You're in for a treat. You're going on a Friday night to Fenway Park
against the Yankees."
Against the Yankees. He was like, both the guys that waited on us were like, "You guys are in for a treat."
And we
for an experience.
It really was too, man.
And I didn't have the heart, but I wish I had told him, because he asked us, he goes, "You guys do know the words to Sweet Caroline, don't you?" And I wanted so bad to actually be Mike McGill, but I was a good guy and I didn't. But I wanted to turn around and say, "Yeah, dumb, dumb, dumb." But I didn't. I held my.
And we left and started walking around before the 7th stretch, so we didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah, the other part of that leading up to, we wanted to, yes, we didn't. But we wanted to see the stadium. We've both seen lots of major league games before. Of course, Jamie's seen the Yankees play. I've seen the Yankees play. I could care less if I ever see them again. But we wanted to see the stadium and the sights and sounds and all the stuff about the place with this church we were at.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody should go to Fenway Park. Everybody on this planet should go to Fenway Park.
It's something else.
I will say this: the Yankees have never lost when I'm in attendance. They always win.
Huh.
So,
brag much?
This cigar is fantastic, by the way.
Nice. And again, you're smoking the Perdomo 40th. Is it a birthday cigar for two guys?
I guess, yeah, 40th anniversary.
40th anniversary for two, made only for them.
It's the mildest Nicaraguan Puro I think I've ever had.
Well, Nick certainly made that just for Dave then, because Dave likes the milder smokes.
It really is. It's sweet, no pepper, retro hell. I mean, this cigar is fantastic. I'd give this to anybody. It's a
really?
a newbie, smoke this. Absolutely.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's something.
It's got all the notes that everybody wants when you're starting out. Yeah. Sweet, buttery, nutty, smells like Virginia tobacco field when you light it. This cigar is fantastic.
This one's still good. I'm smoking the Nestor Miranda Connecticut Special Selection. Still doing good. Not as much cinnamon, which I'm really missing, and not as much of that, whatever that fruit sweetness was to it. But very good. Still, not, yeah. I was yapping and I let it go out.
So we go to Fenway Park. Great experience. Head back to the room.
Not yet. We got to tell them about what we got to do when we left to go to.
Go ahead.
So if you don't know this, I've probably told you this before, but in any MLB park you go to, there is baseball operations. You find baseball operations and they will give you a plaque, or they'll give you like a certificate or picture of the field, and basically it's a free souvenir that you can get from them that
proves you were there.
The date, the time, the opponent, all that stuff. Like I've got one up here from my first trip to Wrigley, and it says my first Wrigley Field game, the Cubs versus Brewers, my name, game date, which was actually my birthday that year. So it's just a neat.
And the year they won the World Series.
Yep. So just a really, like, if you're trying to go to these games, which are sometimes can be fairly expensive, you can get a really cool personalized free souvenir. So we were looking for that, as well as looking around the stadium and all the different stuff,
and found it pretty handily. I was amazed. Actually.
I was amazed too, because normally you have to actually find an office,
and they all look different. Yeah. They're all different. Baseball operations, baseball office, whatever the hell.
They had 3 ladies sitting out at a table that had like a QR code thing that you scanned. So now I guess you get it through email. Have you gotten yours yet?
Yes, I got it.
You did?
Think so, yeah.
I hope I didn't delete mine by accident. I haven't. I meant to ask you that. But anyway, you go on, you sign up, you fill out all that information that I just shared, like what's on that one up there. And they'll email you your certificate, so you can print it off, and you got your free souvenir. So we were talking. They were asking us what we were there for. I said, "Well, we're here for see the game tonight, and then we're off to New Hampshire in the morning to go to the New England Cigar Expo." Oh my goodness, how interesting, how neat. So they started, we started making small talk about all that stuff, and one thing led to another, and I knew it was my time. I knew it was my opportunity. I was like, okay, put on your real sweet face and ask her if there's any way, because where they were located, the stairs to the Monster was like right there. So I said, we've traveled a long ways. And I said, this is a bucket list type of thing for us, something we've always wanted to do. Okay.
Says welcome.
Who's it from?
It's welcome to Fenway.
Okay. I may have got it today and just didn't know it. I don't know. But at any rate, I asked her, I said, is there any way that we could walk up to the Monster, to the top, and just have a look around? I said, we won't stay long. We'll be extra nice. I promise. And
it was right there.
I won't throw anybody off the edge of it.
And they were right there at the edge of it.
That's why I was saying that the stairs were like
right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, normally you have to have a pass. Is that what it was? You have to have something. She goes, but I'll take you guys up there. And I was like, now that's one more for the good guys. So we got to go up, and man, what a freaking
wow. I mean,
just unreal, man.
I have been at the top of the Twin Towers. I've been at the top of the Empire State Building more than once. I have been in that right there is about as hallowed ground as there is. There in Gettysburg. that's the two most, I mean, and I have never been I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen Mount Rushmore. I've seen lots. Grand Canyon. Nothing as impressive as looking down the third baseline at Fenway Park from the Monster. Yeah. That's peak right there.
And people had signed the pole all over. Had people's signatures. And
you can walk in the regular, the non-security section and almost touch the pole. Yeah. Yeah. Right up there. It's like, anyway.
You'll have to put some pictures from both things.
Yeah, I will.
But yeah, just super cool. And for anybody that don't know, I won't go through the whole thing, but in 72, Red Sox were down, and against the best team in baseball at the time, which was the Cincinnati Reds, the Big Red Machine. They were down. I think it might have been 6th or 7th inning or something like that. But Carlton Fisk, longtime Red Sox legend, catcher, hits one. And there's this iconic shot of him on, they used to play on all the stuff during baseball, especially around the World Series. But he hits it, and it shows the ball going up, and they pan the camera back around looking at him, and he's doing this. He's waving it back fair because he thinks it's going to be foul.
And kind of moving his way down to first base.
Yeah, he's kind of hopping and jogging along, and he's real animated and waving it, trying to wave it fair, and it hits the damn Fisk pole, which is what
the fair pole.
The fair pole.
And they go on to win that game. Of course, they went on to lose the series.
Yeah.
But it's also that actual thing is referred to in that movie, Good Will Hunting. You've seen that movie?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, he talks about that. Robin Williams' character talks about being there for that game, but he missed that part because he stayed in the bar, and that's where he met his wife. Anyway, great story. And
again, just history like within arm's reach. And like I said, we'll try to, Jamie, if he can, he'll put some of those pictures up. But it was just fantastic. And
this is not even why we went. This was just an add-on.
Yeah,
there's a backup plan, really.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah, because we thought we were going to be doing the 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So we get out there. I buy me a souvenir. Every park I've ever been to, I've always bought the home team's.
And I'll have you know, I bought three Red Sox pieces of memorabilia. Yeah. So you can hate something and hate even somebody. As we were talking, and this is it's kind of partly joke, partly true. I was in a place where I probably hated 80% of everybody there on a superficial level, of course. And I didn't kill nobody the whole time I was there. Not a single person.
No.
It could be done. Yeah, it could be done.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You'd have got jumped.
Oh, I wore nothing Yankees. I didn't even have no underwear, nothing. Just to make sure, man. Because we had to walk.
In Boston.
Boston. We didn't buy any food or drink there. That was crazy.
We just kind of sit there. We talked but just like that much between innings or, between pitches.
It's too much to see.
There was you're just sitting there just.
Seats were good. We were right behind, a little bit deeper than third base, first row of the second section.
Short left field.
Yeah. It was, man, boy, I tell you what, it wasn't because we didn't have an opportunity to buy stuff. Their concession people are serious.
They're on it.
They are on it.
Yeah.
You could have eaten till you died.
Yeah.
In our seat. Then we wouldn't have been able to get out of the seat. We had to take turns. One of us sit back in the seat, one of us sit on the front, and then we'd switch.
It was an amazing experience. And then we got out there. We left a little bit early just so we could not have to fight through all the people. We later found out Yankees won. I guess Boston tried to make a little comeback.
They did,
just didn't. Fell short. But then we get back. We're hungry at this point, right?
Yeah.
And we're trying to stop and find something to eat. Well, dude, in New Hampshire, they roll up the sidewalks 10 o'clock. I mean, it wasn't even 11 yet.
No.
And
we pulled up to this bar and grill.
Yeah.
With emphasis on the grill.
Rounders. And we walk in, wash our hands, get a little table in the corner, right next to the bar. We don't want the bartender having to run all over the thing. And she's like, "Kitchen's closed, boys. I'll get you something to drink." I was like, "Man, I don't know." I said, I don't want anything. I don't really want something to drink. I'm kind of wanting something to eat. we're running on 3 hours sleep, 4 hours sleep at the most. And so we leave there. I said, hey, there's McDonald's right here. Surely to God, they're still open. And we turn to go to that McDonald's. And we on the left, Jamie had just said this not 20 minutes coming up the road, said, what we need to find is like an all-night diner, like a diner that's got coffee and a piece of pie and
emphasis on all night.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that'd be really good. Get a nice cup of coffee and a pie, maybe just a sandwich, no sides, just a sandwich. And I'll be damned. Airport diner. There it is. I said, there's a damn diner.
Even looked
right
like
there.
a diner.
Oh yeah. And I said, he goes, how we get it? I said, just turn left right here. Well, we turn in there, and of course they're closed.
Yep.
And we're like, how can you be next to the airport, call it the airport diner, and be closed? What the hell, man?
10:30, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 10:30, 10:45. So we go in there, and instead of turning around we went to the exit, what we thought was the exit, which it was an exit, but then was like, oh, this is one way. So we turned in the direction you're supposed to turn and not the wrong direction, going against the one way, right? And dude, I thought we had just got lost. You remember when the video game Doom first came out on computers? It's all like
concrete walls,
commercial, concrete walls, tunnels.
That's how I felt.
Yeah. And it took us literally
10 minutes.
I shit you not, literally about 8 minutes. Instead of turning around, you'd make the block, not the block, but you'd like make a turn and think, okay, well, it's gotta, and you'd see a turn going back left to where you could swing around and get back out. And it'd be a dead end. And
you just keep going deeper.
And it would only be a right turn.
Finally had to get out through a residential section.
Yeah.
Is the weirdest. So after all that bullshit, we go to the gas station, get some chips and a drink, and just go back to the room.
The market.
Yeah. Good.
We go to the fresh market. But it was actually, that's probably where we should have went anyway.
It was.
They actually had they had deli sandwiches pre-made that were already there, and
pretty good.
And Pepperidge Farm cookies. Which were pretty good. But yeah, so that was the end of our day one. Yeah,
full day.
Full day, yeah. Full day one.
So Saturday, we're headed to Windham, New Hampshire, but we're going to go to the...
we're up early.
Saturday. And we're going to go to the other store, the main store in Salem.
I'm going to insert this here because I forgot about it on breakfast the other day. So this is already... well, I'll back up because there was a second day breakfast story too on the way down. So the first day, Jamie was already up. He had got up before I did, right? So
I was working.
I jumped up, got a shower, went downstairs, and I thought, I'm going to have one of these, I'm going to grab a bagel or something. And then I seen, the classic, the waffle machine. It's like, I'll make me a waffle, get me a cup of coffee. So I go over there, I figure out the waffle machine, I pour my deal, I turn it, blah, blah, blah. I'm waiting on my waffle to get done. So I'm thinking, okay, I started my waffle first. I'll go get my coffee now. There's an old man at the coffee, and he's in every fucking body's way. Everybody there If they're still asleep, he's in their way. If they're up, he's in their way. If they're trying to move their car, he's in the way. If they're walking their dog or changing their kid's diaper, he's in the way. And I look down, and he has got about 30 packs of sugar or sweet and low, and about 25 of those little milk things, the creamer, and they're just scattered
to hell and back.
And he's in front of the plates. He's in front of the forks. He's in front of the napkins. He's in front. He's just blocking everything up. So I'm still trying to be. I'm like, all right, you're a good guy. You gotta be kind. What you tell these people every week. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So about that time, beep 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 beep, a waffle thing goes off. I walk over there. Here comes this other old bastard up behind me. And says, and I flip the thing over and open the lid of the waffle thing. And the guy goes, well, I believe that's mine. And he goes to reach for it. And I said, no, sir, I just made this. He goes, oh, I was just having fun. I said, you touched that waffle, you wouldn't be having too much fun right now. And he looked like good guys. He looked like and he was scared. I scared him to death. And next thing you know, he's back over there with his wife. He's like, this crazy guy. Any rate, I just had to interject.
I wish I'd have got to witness that.
Yeah.
Coffee there sucked. So Saturday, we get up, and what was the other story? There's another breakfast story.
The elevator.
We're going down the elevator. Me and Mike, and there's a guy already on there. So he was a floor above us. We were all going down to the bottom. And he was, probably in his 70s and had a carry-on wheelie bag there. And,
he's on one side, we're on the other.
And it's silent.
And there's nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. And there's nothing that needs to be said. Really. You're
a little dried up old man.
Yeah.
And you got us two big bruisers on this side of the elevator.
Yeah.
You would think.
We get down to the bottom, and as the doors open, and he says, so are y'all on a father-son trip? And I said, yep, he's the father. And
I just totally dead eyes, deadpan. I just looked at him and never said a word. And it made it so much more awkward than me talking. I told Jamie after the fact, I was like, I wish I'd have just started as slow as I possibly could. Just started moving towards him and going. I was going to choke him.
He'd have buckled down in the corner and hid behind his suitcase.
Dude.
He said nothing, though.
No.
If he could have climbed into the wall.
Oh my God.
He would have.
That elevator door opened and there was smoke coming out from under his feet. He couldn't get out of there fast enough.
Oh, he Fred Flintstone the hell out of it.
That's the nicest way anybody's told me I look 88 years old.
What's so damn funny is we get out in the parking lot after we eat. Get out in the parking lot, and I go around and I unlock the vehicle, and I go up to my door, and Mike's just standing there looking at the window. I'm like,
I was a little hungover from some edibles.
But I said, oh, I thought I unlocked it. He goes, you did. I was just standing there thinking to myself, really look 78 years? Oh my God.
And do you look 35?
No. And I told the guy, I said,
or 25.
I said, look, in his defense, I'd dye my beard. I said, otherwise it'd look like Santa Claus, but still, and I'm not ashamed for dyeing my beard. So if you don't like it, sorry.
Lump it.
So anyway, so now we're headed to the Salem, New Hampshire store where Studio 21 is, where the Cigar Authority is actually recorded.
Yeah.
Go in.
It's an old church.
Old church. Oh, looks like an old Baptist brick church. It's long. It's an odd shaped church. Anyway, we go in.
Yeah, it's like rectangular.
Yeah, it's odd. It reminds me of that music store up off of
And it's not sitting in. It's like sitting the wrong way.
Yeah, yeah. It reminds me of that music store up in Sevierville.
Oh yeah, music. What is that? Music outlet or something like that.
So we go in. It's not quite as busy as it was at the store the day before because all those people were just coming into town. And
I don't think they'd been open very long, too.
No, they hadn't. We had just opened. They opened at 10. So our plan is to go in, grab a smoke. They got a lounge there, smoke. So we get up there and get to the counter, and we're talking to these guys, a young guy and an older guy. And Mike asked the guy, he's like, is there any way that we can see in studio, whatever? And I'll be damned if that guy didn't go over there and take us up and give us a tour, just walk us around. They got a nice studio where they record the Cigar Authority. It's got a lounge area, and obviously you can smoke up there. So we decided, hey, when in Rome, so we go over and we find the best damn cigars they have
that you can't get here.
That you can't get here. And I got an Atabay, Connecticut, and you got an Alfonso.
I got an Alfonso Special Selection.
And we sat.
It was undisclosed, but I have to say, out of the thousands of cigars I've smoked, it had to be a Corojo wrapper. I mean, you just don't get that taste without it not being Corojo.
Was that a top 5 smoker of your life?
Absolutely.
Mine too.
I mean, probably the number one.
I mean, we just sat there. Lounge was nice. There were guys in there. We got over to an area by ourselves. He says, I'm going to go get a drink. And apparently 2 guys, they have their own soda.
Yeah.
And I sat there and smoked a $41 Atabay, Connecticut and drank an orange pop. And it was one of the best damn experiences of my entire life.
Yeah.
$41. When I got done with that cigar and he kept going on and on about his, I said, man, this cigar might have been worth $41.
Yeah, it
was
totally
absolutely flawless. I've never seen a Connecticut that looked that good.
No.
And it tasted like buttercream. It was.
Yeah.
Anyway, I knew I had to get the hell away from that brand immediately because otherwise we'd have a second mortgage.
Yeah, and we get, hopefully, as we sell more United product, we can become a dealer for the Atabay and the Byron and.
Oh, we can get Atabay now.
Oh, we can?
Yep.
I thought you said we had to get some.
No, some of them. It's maybe this, that, and other. But I looked it up and see.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
We'll get some of them.
Yeah.
I'll have to get a cosigner to buy them. But,
now, that'd be a good Raz item right there. Now.
That would be a great one. Man. A great Raz item. But the Alfonso I smoked was just unbelievable. And I didn't know. You guys all know that I'm a big Corojo fan, and I didn't know that that's what it was going to, and I was just. Because
they don't disclose the blend on those to anybody.
And I was
anybody in the public.
Yeah. I was so pleasantly, I was so surprised and tickled.
Yours cost more, too. It was like $45.
Yeah, I think it was like $45
We sat there and smoked $100 worth of cigars, and I drank an orange pop, and I couldn't have been happier.
I drank just a regular soda water.
Yeah, a damn Fanta knockoff orange pop. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I enjoyed the hell out of mine. And, here's the other thing about it. That was the first time that we actually got the chance to even sit down and have a fucking cigar.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were in the wind
I had four. I had 3 cigars the whole trip.
Yeah.
And 2 were at the event.
And I only had 1 there.
Yeah.
I only had 1.
So you had 2 cigars the whole weekend.
Yeah.
So we have our moment at the lounge, and we tried to get to the actual event by noon because it started at noon. We didn't make it by noon, but come to find out, it wasn't a start and stop situation. And we get to this farm in Windham, New Hampshire, which apparently nobody's ever heard of.
Dreamer's Ranch.
Dreamer's Ranch.
It's the name of the farm.
Pull in, it's a gravel parking lot. There's quite a few people there, and you have to walk over to this tent. Massive tent. When I say massive tent, I'm talking about
the
10,000.
size of, it's the size of like
like a warehouse.
an old grocery store.
Yeah, it's big.
Before they started making like super grocery stores. So it's like 10,000, 11,000 square feet.
Easy. That. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
150 by 80. It was big. So we get there. They got food trucks, which we ate at one, which was really good. And you walk in, and immediately, okay, first of all, we get in this line.
Yeah.
We think it's the registration line because you can't. Now, I could have walked around, but we just walked a mile. So I asked the guy in front of me, I said, hey, is this the registration line? He goes, no, this is the beer line. I was like, well, that makes sense that we were attracted to this line. And he pointed over there in registration. There was nobody in the registration line. So we walk over there, register.
We probably got there like 12:30. It wasn't too much.
Yeah, it wasn't too late.
Yeah.
But it's like 12. Yeah, about 12:30. So,
we walk over there.
We take a right. I was going to say we register. They give us our cigars in a tub.
Yeah.
And
because we got 20 cigars because we were only able to go to the second day. If you'd went to both days, seeing how it was their 40th anniversary, they gave 40 cigars away with your ticket price. So we made our money back on the ticket just in what these cigars cost.
Yes. So as soon as we walk past that table with our cigars and turn to the right, George Padron is standing right there.
Yeah.
Next to Carlito Fuente.
Yeah.
Hat, suit, whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, holy shit.
Patent leather shoes.
Patent leather.
Did you notice that?
Yes. And they had a line.
That's old school.
They had a line. And so we continued on. And I'd say there's 300 or 400 people there. It was pretty packed.
There's every bit. Yeah. It may be more like 400 to 500.
Yeah, I think it sold 500 tickets, but just inside the tent,
yeah.
350.
Yeah, sure.
And they had 20 vendors around the sides, and each one of them had a booth. And then Dave and two guys were in the back left. Yeah.
And you got in each of the vendors that were there, out of the 20, that was the cigar you got from them for the event.
Right. Great idea.
So we got the Umbagog bronze back from Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust, or Steve Saka.
Hey, who was there?
Looking as contrary as ever. So we didn't really waste any time to go in to talk to him.
Well, he was the only vendor that wasn't sitting in his booth.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he was at a table, but he was signing all shitloads of autographs and stuff like that. But anyway, we've smoked this cigar before. I bought a 10-pack last year or 2 years ago. Only comes out once a year. Connecticut broadleaf. Really good cigar, named after Lake Umbagog in New Hampshire, which Steve Saka is
Dunbarton is in New Hampshire.
Yeah. Dunbarton's there, and it's called the Bronzeback because of smallmouth. He was there. HVC, golly, what's his name? Lorenzo. I always something Lorenzo.
We didn't get a chance to talk to him.
No, we didn't get a chance to talk to him, but we're big HVC fans. We got the HVC Selection #1. Great. I've not had this blend yet. We love the hot cakes in the Corona Gorda size, but Rene Lorenzo.
Yeah.
That's it.
Renier. Yeah. Lorenzo.
I was trying to remember it. Great company. This guy's, Dave keeps saying it over and over. He's going to be one to watch. Special person. And then we got to see the other 4 out of 5. Well, we got to meet 4 people that are in the Cigar Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and this one.
And this one was the Diamond Crown
by J.C. Newman. And Eric Newman we got to talk with and speak with for quite a while.
Super nice guy.
Oh, man, just everybody was super nice.
And we got pictures with him.
Yeah.
Maybe can you?
Yeah, I'll put them up.
That might be kind of cool. But, man, great cigar.
I smoked that yesterday, and it's fabulous.
Yeah. Made by the Fuentes for J.C. Newman, who handles all of Fuentes' distribution. Excuse me.
Pretty good little marriage they've made there.
Yeah,
huh?
For sure. And I think the old men is the ones who made that marriage, the J.C. Newman and Don Carlos.
I'd say so.
From the Davidoff booth that was there, who also does, Davidoff owns Camacho, the Camacho Nicaragua. Really good smoke, a value smoke, I would say. It's not going to be anything that knocks your socks off. But
kind of hoping for a late hour in there, but
yeah, that'd be kind of nice, or the Nicaraguan of theirs.
Yeah.
But at any rate, still $12 stick,
Yeah.
from them.
Oh, it'll get smoked.
Oh
yeah.
The Aladino, the classic, Julio Aroa. Man, if you've not had Aladino cigars, if you've never tried them, I'm smoking that one on the next show, on the next episode. They make one that is one of my absolute all-time favorites. They make the Corojo Reserva, and I like it in the Corona size that they make. I like them in the Robustos too, or the Toros. I like them, if you couldn't tell. But Aroa is one of the big. They were also the ones made that triple Maduro cigar. Remember that one that I got us one time? Great.
And not the Camacho triple Maduro, which is the kind of the famous one, really.
Great company out of Honduras. Julio's dad, or Christian, excuse me. Julio is the old man. Christian Aroa is the son. Julio was the king of Candela, so I was told back in the day. But if you've not had an Aladino cigar,
you should.
You should. They're wonderful, and I'm looking forward to smoking this one because I've not had the classic yet. So another one in a Robusto size. Rick Rodriguez from West Tampa Tobacco with a West Tampa Red. I seen one of our OGs, Michael Grider, was smoking a West Tampa the other day. I'm not sure if it was the new Addict series or if it was a red. I can't remember, but these are great smokes, reasonably priced. West Tampa Red. I think they make them in a West Tampa. I think they make them in a white, black, red, and then the Addict series. But Rick Rodriguez, the owner of West Tampa Cigars, he was there. of course, this guy was there. And Jamie, you smoked this cigar last night. This is the Rocky Patel. This is one of his new cigars called the Emerald.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
Got to talk to him, got a picture with him. I've met him before, but he spent time with us.
Yeah, I think he was one of the first ones we actually were able to get a picture with.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very personable, genuine. You know, he was a Hollywood lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Super genuine considering. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that. The man is very warm and kind and approachable. Yeah. Everybody there was that way. I mean, we're talking about the Hall of Fame legends of the cigar industry.
I mean, and Rocky's done tremendous work on the cigar industry's behalf.
That's correct.
In litigation with the FDA and all the way to the Supreme Court. So,
yeah, and this is a great little smoke too. It's very chocolatey and it's got that
pretty packaging,
cocoa powder ish thing to it going.
Rocky Patel Emerald. Looking forward to smoking
might make
that
a St. Patty's Day smoke out of that, green and all. And
of course, Jamie's all-time favorite.
Hell, a lot of people's.
Oh yeah, but you know,
definitely mine.
Definitely yours. The 10th anniversary champagne. Is that an Epicure?
Yeah.
Is that an Epicure? I can't hardly. It feels a little.
Yeah.
I don't know. But great cigar. You know how much we love this cigar. The one thing I can say that we loved even more about it was we got to meet the man, Nick Perdomo. And I'm telling you what, every crease on his jacket, pants, cufflinks, not a hair out of place. He'll cut you like you got hit by a razor blade or a lightsaber from Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I mean, dressed impeccable.
And treated two rednecks from Tennessee like they were his kids. Just as
enjoyed us.
Told you a Cubs story.
Yeah.
Great story.
It was crazy. He goes, I said, may we get a picture? He says, sure, absolutely. And it was either, when you asked for that, it was either absolutely, I'd love to, or, you know, it was always the answer.
Yeah, Carlito was the most out of his way. He was like, I would love to take a picture with you. Yeah. I was like, really?
Yeah.
You would.
So, but Nick, of course, obviously these guys are busy. People are around. They're wanting to talk to them too, just like we were. And he goes, some guy walks up and interrupts us as we're talking to him. And he goes, hey, just hold on a second. I got a good Cub story for you.
Yeah, he had every opportunity to be done with us.
Yeah.
And be like, but man.
He's like, hang around. I got a good Cub story for you. You'll enjoy it. And so he did his business with that guy. And to make the story really short and sweet, he came home one night after work, and there's a kid out in his neighborhood throwing the ball against the wall and playing catch by himself. And he goes, what are you doing? He said, I don't have anybody to play catch with. And Nick goes, well, give me a few minutes. Let me go in and change. And he said, I'll grab a mitt and come out and play catch with you. He said, so next thing you know, it's starting to get dark. We're playing catch. His dad comes out and he says, I'll make sure he gets home. And so kid goes, when Nick walks him home, you know, everybody goes about life. And several years later, Nick says, I get a phone call and he goes, hey, this is so-and-so. We won't say his name. He wouldn't say his name. He goes, hey, it's so-and-so. I'd like to get 2 boxes of champagnes and 2 boxes of some other blend that Nick made. And he goes, well, Joey, you know, like this is not, these are expensive cigars. Are you going to be able to, basically, are you going to be able to afford them? You know? And he goes, Nick, I'm doing pretty good. I just got signed I got signed by the Cubs, last year. And so this kid that he just decided to be a nice guy and go play catch with made it all the way to the major leagues to play baseball. But super nice guy.
And he didn't have to tell us that story. He was blown away by all the people in this industry that we met.
Yeah.
I can't speak for the people we didn't meet, but I imagine you wouldn't last very long if you weren't the rest of them.
I don't know if you'd have been invited either, by Dave.
Yeah, I don't think Dave puts up with much. So, but man,
which that was a huge highlight, getting to meet Dave as well.
Yeah, Dave Garofalo, who spent time with us too.
Oh, you're the good guys.
And
we're two guys. You're the good guys.
And he was the busiest guy there, right? He was getting pulled left and all this, and he spent time with us. And man.
All right, on down the line. We didn't get to talk to this fella, but he was there, John Carney, who is the now CEO of Bentley Cigars. We're looking forward to smoking these. This is the Bentley Green in Toro. They have a green and they have a white. Looking forward to smoking this because we actually work with one of our reps who, if they're good, if our guys like it, if you all like it, then, maybe we'll start carrying the Bentley cigars. Let's see what else is over here. Oh, this was one of my favorites. I don't know why, but it was one of my favorite visits because I felt like, and Dave has said this on the podcast hundreds of times when this guy's name gets brought up, says he is the nicest person in the cigar business.
Which is saying a lot.
Yeah.
After the people I met.
Yeah.
And he might have been.
But this was...
I smoked that at the event.
Yeah. This was Christoph Sumatra. And the fellow we're talking about who owns Christoph Cigars is named Glenn Case. And I told him how much I love the Venti cigar that they just came out with a little while back. And he was he's like, are you a Cubs fan? I'm like, yeah, since 83. And he goes, do you live in Chicago? And I said, no. And he goes, that's where I'm from. I live in Chicago. And it was just genuine. We talked about Chicago and baseball. And of course, Jamie had to throw in, we told him we went to Fenway into Wrigley, and that we used to do baseball trips, and this was a kind of a double header for us, baseball and a cigar trip.
See what you did there. It was good.
Yeah.
Double header.
See there? But just a awesome guy.
Great little smoke too, by the way. That was really good.
Yeah. And his salesperson that was there with him was super nice.
Took our picture.
Complimentary, took our picture, all that stuff. But looking forward to smoking that one. As Jamie said, he's already had it. But Christoph Cigars, Sumatra. Looking forward to that one. Of course, we got the Padron in the, what is that, like a 2000?
Yeah, I think so.
In the little Robusto guy there. Enough said about that, right? Great. Give me some chocolate cake. And we didn't get to talk to George.
No, he was
busy and in and out a bunch. So that's the only one we really
wanted to talk to.
We're hoping and wanting to. Yeah. This is I believe, The Lunatic by JFR. This is Lunatic Habano, short Robusto, 4 3/4 by 52. This was brought to JFR, if you don't know, falls under that Aganorsa leaf. Terrence, I can't remember his name. He might have been the tallest guy there. That was their face of the brand. But I've had this in the Maduro, which has a silver foil wrapper on the bottom and like a short fatty. I don't know what it's called, but and it was wonderful. And of course, as you all know, and we all know, Aganorsa Leaf makes great product too. So looking forward to smoking that one. Let's see what else we got.
Still going with cigars we got.
Yeah, these are all the price of the cigars we got for the event. The Garofalo in Sungrown, the La Familia, in Robusto. Of course, this is named after the man himself, David Garofalo, with Two Guys Cigars. So we have a few of them. We've smoked those before.
Yes. I smoked one the other day.
I will say this. I don't know this to be certain, but they're very Perdomo-ish. I'd say that's where they're being made. And the classic of all classics. This is a wonderful cigar. I've smoked it many, many, many times. The Florafina Arturo Fuente 858 Cameroon over Dominican binder, Dominican fillers. Great, great, great cigar. One of my favorites, and they make some of the highest priced cigars in the industry.
They don't really make no duds.
No.
I'll say that. Every one I've ever had's been good.
But even this one at $10 or $11, I like them better than some of the more expensive ones. Yeah. You know, it's just a great cigar. The people from Altadas was there. Rafael Nodell, the banker with H. Upman, which is an Altadas brand. Jamie just smoked one of these the other day. I haven't had one in years. I haven't had one in years since they redid the branding on it, the look. But
great brand. I mean, that
kind of like your grandpa's cigar.
It really is, and that one specifically,
a classic.
Yeah.
Nicole Rojas was there. Big. If you're wondering about women in the cigar industry, Nicole is a blender and the owner of Rojas Cigars. This is a 6x52 Toro in Corojo, which, hey, that gets me excited. It's called the Blue Bonnets. So really looking forward to trying this one. And another lady in the cigar industry, her father owns this company, but she is the president and CEO of the company, is the McAuliffe family out of Texas. McAuliffe Cigars. This is a brand new cigar launch for them. They just launched it. It's the green. They have the McAuliffe Black was the first one they came out with. And I mean, under $10 in a Toro. It was absolutely, for the value and the taste, blowed me away. I loved it. Then they released the black, the blue, purple, and now green. I've had black, blue, red, purple, and green. So they've had 5 releases. I've smoked the black, blue, and red. I like the black the best out of all of those. Blue and red were fine. They just didn't do anything to really excite me. But I've yet to have the green or the purple. But we got a green one for free. And looking forward to trying that. But I was saying, Amanda McAuliffe is the lady who...
She was there.
She was there.
We didn't get a chance to speak with her, but...
No. And then... we got to speak to our the general manager of United Cigars.
He gave us that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had to mention it because and I got this one. This was a giveaway. So you got one of these too, the Nestor Miranda in the Connecticut. Oliver Nouveau, who's the president with United Cigars, he was there. He gave us a United Maduro in a Lancero, which is not really my favorite cigar size, but
We might love it though.
we might love it. Who knows? It might be the next thing since best thing since peanut butter. That was there, and then I am trying to remember. Look up CLE. I don't want to get this wrong. CLE is that another one from the Aroas or from Aganarsa Leaf? But this is a CLE out of Honduras. It is a Maduro. It is a 6x54 Aroa. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think it's relation to the other Aroa though. It is on booth.
Yeah. Honduras. Puro, right?
Yeah.
This one is the Maduro.
Looks like it.
Is that the any rate?
I don't know.
Christian Aroa. We're looking forward to trying these.
I'm smoking this. Look.
Oh yeah, you're
Man,
on
that
it.
thing's good.
So those are the 20 cigars that we got for our ticket. I can say this: if they do it again, I'll try to. We need to be listening on that Saturday as soon as the telephone. I mean, we ordered like Monday, and they were gone.
Oh,
the 2-day passes, so we would have gotten 20 more cigars for free from
and dinner. Right.
We'd probably got 2 of each.
Right.
I would imagine.
Probably so.
Unless they curate 20 out of there. But, or maybe we got, any rate, whatever. We'd have gotten 20 more cigars for a total count of 40.
I'm trying to remember what the other cigar I smoked at the event was, but
we both smoked the Bandolero, which was from not Nestor Miranda, but Nelson Alfonso.
Right, which was in the giveaway.
Yes, it was in the giveaway. Yeah. We had a Bandolero.
It was good.
Robusto.
That was the first thing we had.
Yeah, we smoked that one right off the bat. I was like, holy shit, they gave us a Bandolero.
Yeah.
So that was our cigar haul. We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
We're up for it.
You think?
I think so. I mean, the total event.
The 2 guys are the right guys?
Yeah. The whole event was just, they had their event was basically a 40th anniversary, but it was also that night and day cigar.
Yeah. We would have got those
on the Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, which is an interesting concept, wasn't it? Maduro. And then I said
Maduro and a Habano, maybe.
Yeah, I think
it was
so.
Habano.
Think so. But they had night fighting, which looked like that live action role playing stuff, LARPing, whatever to me.
Yeah.
And we didn't watch much of that, but it was kind of funny.
Evidently from the after show, they were beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah, that's what I understood. So yeah. But all in all, man, what an experience. Everybody we talked to was just as kind and thoughtful and genuine as you get. And I think that has a lot to do with these businesses are family businesses, most of them. And there's and now some of them go back hundreds of years, over 100 years. And I just feel like they've still got that old school customer service centric attitude. And it really shows.
And handshakes, go a long way.
Go along. Yeah.
Their word, it was very much, that was very much what I got from it too.
Yeah. So very impressed, very pleased with the experience overall. Definitely.
We'll do it again if they do it again. I'd like to go back. I'd like to do the 2 days. I'd like to have a little more time either on the front of the trip or the back of the trip to just, not be not have such a hurried itinerary. I mean, we went to Cigar Expo and only got to smoke 2 cigars the whole weekend.
Yeah, we were busy.
Yeah.
But you know what? We got a shit ton of memories, and I'm telling you what.
No, absolutely.
You know, they're not sure. They're getting ready to have some meetings about where they're going to have the expo again next year. But if they do, we definitely need to go, and maybe we can make it a OG trip. Right, if we can get enough tickets bought, and
hit us up in the comments and suggestions down below. If this sounds like something you would like to be a part of, it's not an incredibly expensive trip. It's not free, but maybe we could, if we get enough folks, we could get some discounts going. And go up there and take a little bit of East Tennessee with them for all you OGs out there, or for
trip worth making.
Worth making for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you walk around. You know, I told Mike while we were up there, we're musicians, so it would have been no different for me walking around, and if these people were alive still, and shaking hands with George Jones and Merle Haggard. It's that kind of people.
Yeah.
It was like the absolute pinnacle of who's who. Had you had a couple more guys there that weren't represented, then you would have had every legend on the planet in the cigar industry pretty much there. So
for sure.
Anyway, fantastic experience.
Yeah. Well, folks, that's all. That's what we did this past weekend. Like we said, if you enjoy this content, like, subscribe, hit your notifications buttons, find somebody important, go tell them about us, brag on us, help us keep what we're doing alive and keep it going.
And come and see us at Trailhead.
Yeah, come and see us at Trailhead.
We'll call it a residency at Trailhead with Good Guys Cigars. So we're going to be there on the weekends for the ball games on Saturday, and on the NFL games for Sunday. And we've been doing Monday as well. Yeah. So you can count on that for us. This actual week, well, this will be posted after this week. So disregard that. But anyway, come and see us at Trailhead.
Yeah. Saturday, Sunday, Mondays at Trailhead. We'll have another second Friday. We'll have the band ready at Boys Jig and Reel. All that good stuff.
September 29th, we'll be doing our OG event at Trailhead as well.
The last Monday of every month. So come out.
I just posted that event today.
Come out for that. Come out wherever you are. All right. So that's it. That's that. That's what we've said. That's what we got to say about it. Be kind, folks. Doesn't cost a dime to be kind, but there's always a price to be paid for cruelty. So, Jamie, you want to do another one?
Sure.
You heard it here first. Cheers. One more for the good guys.
I'll be gone in the morning before the sun comes up, with me and my weenie dog and my pickup truck. And either way, baby, a good man, it's hard to find. I said, now either way, baby, a good man, it's hard to find.